Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's me. I am here, and I have more gripes about the Cats movie. So let's get back into it. I gotta think of another number to flame, cause oh boy, there's a whole lot. I've already talked about the old Gumby cat, right? What comes after that? Rum Tum Tugger. I don't have to say anything about the Rum Tum Tugger, man. Like, y'all know how that went. It was not too good, to say the least. I respect Jason Derulo as a singer. He's a really good singer. However, he don't sing like it's a show tune. He sings like he's Jason Derulo, you know? So, and it just like... He's also doing a British accent, which he doesn't have to do. That was a decision that they had to make. They were like, yeah, so you gotta do a British accent because we said so. They did not have to make him do a British accent. Also, the scene I played earlier should be good. And it really sounds like he's really opening his mouth, but the sound's not coming out. He's like, and there's not doing anything about. Ooh wow, ooh wow, ooh wow. What is he talking about? You don't have to say it like that, bro. You could just say the words so that we could hear them. It was silly. It was a whole lot of silliness, is what it was. What's after the Rum Tum Tugger? Whatever, I'm skipping to Mr. Mistopheles. That one, they didn't. That number's not in the movie. It's not bad, but it's not good. You know what I'm saying? It could have been so much better, but they didn't make it good. You know? In the number, in the musical, the Rum Tum Tugger sings most of it. First of all. And then it's a group number. And then, actually, I don't think Mr. Mistopheles sings at all during that. But he's all bold and confident. And he's doing magic tricks. And he's zapping things. And he's turning on the lights. And he's pulling ribbons out of a cup. And, in the movie, he's I know how to do magic, but I'm not good at it right now. I'm nervous. Guys, I'm so nervous for doing magic. He's just so... That's just not the character, you know? It doesn't fit the bill, so it's weird. And then... Because I can't think of anything else right now, and I don't have the soundtrack in front of me, so I can just remember the rest of this whole spiel, I'm gonna end it on Memory. Because Memory is it's such a very good number. And I think, I forget the actress's name right now. She is a legend. I know I should know her name, and it disappoints me that I don't. But yeah, she did a wonderful job. Let me just say that, right off the bat. She did a wonderful job singing the number. But, in the reprise of Memory, alright, that's when we get to the conclusion that, they're gonna let her back in the club, right? What's her name? Grisabella, yeah. In Memory Reprise, after she's fallen to the ground in sadness, someone in the back is singing and they cheer her up, or I guess sort of encourage her to continue with her song. This is your desire, this is your character business, you should express it. Seaside or snow? I'll do snow first. So she goes on, and it gets to the big moment. The touch me, it's so easy to leave me. Oh my god, it's so good. It's such a good moment in the song, and she sings it well too. They don't mess with that number too much. But before she does that, because she falls to the ground, she's all sad. Someone encourages her from the back. Before she does the line, as the music is working up to the moment, Victoria grabs her hand and lifts her up. That was the whole point of the number. That no one would touch her. That's how they express their feelings for each other. They do that weird in the musical. They do that weird reach back thing. They put their hand behind their back, and then like they just ignore the fact that the point of it was that nobody would touch her. No one accepted her, and then after that moment, after the big moment in the song, they let Victoria walk up to her and touch her. It's a powerful moment, right? But Victoria helps her up off the ground, and then they still do the moment after. It's like they did that. Like they had to do that, and then rehearse it, and then decide, we should keep this in. This definitely doesn't, ruin the point of the scene. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? That was the whole point of the scene. Ugh. Alright, that's as much of my gripes about Cats that I can remember right now. Now I'm going to talk about a good musical and a good movie adaptation of a musical. Because it was very good. I was not expecting that it would be as good. I watched the movie and then I watched the musical and I was just astounded at how really good the movie is. Sweeney Todd. I'm talking about Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. The movie came out in 2008 with Johnny Depp. I sincerely first of all, I didn't even know the dude could sing. And he sings. He's such a good Sweeney. I've seen a couple of professional adaptations of the musical, a couple amateur one. I saw one that was high school, and oh my god, they did so well. I would have paid money to have gone and seen that, but it was on YouTube for free. I'll maybe link that in the description if y'all want to check it out. But oh my gosh, the show is my favorite because it's the only weirdly conflicted, morally conflicted musical that I know, and that was so cool to see for me. Wow, they made a horror musical. It was originally a play, and then no, it was originally a story. Sweeney Todd was a made up story villain, and then they gave him. Somebody wrote a story about him, and then they adapted that story into musical form, right? And it just worked. It's such a good show. I legit think that I could make that. I think it's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'll give that one more try. And especially in the way that it's written. The music was written by Stephen Sondheim. I only really know about the music, so I'm only going to really talk about the music. But his use of motif and of the Dies Irae, which is this old piece of liturgical music, it's astounding. It was when it was first used in the way that he uses it. It was this symphony that was meant to tell the story of a man and a woman that he fell in love with. And it's a pretty decent symphony. Unless you're really into symphonies, and I also don't remember its name right now. I wouldn't say yeah, you should go look into this and watch this right now because it's so good. Yeah, it's a pretty good symphony. But he uses this tune, the Dies Irae, meaning Days of Wrath. It's a piece about the rapture. Uses it to signify the death of one of the characters. It's basically a man is obsessed with a woman to the point where he just dies. No, not to the point where he dies. The point where when she dies, he, I believe, kills himself. I'm probably getting this wrong. Somebody can fact check me if you can find the piece that I'm talking about. But okay. He dies, and then when he dies, the tubas in the back play the Dies Irae to signify that he has died. And that is a theme that shows up in a lot of, especially a lot of modern stuff, like way more stuff than you would think. Like it was in, they used it in Star Wars when Luke's aunt and uncle died. He's looking upon like the wreckage of his house, and it plays the Dies Irae. It's like a brah, 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 from the tubas and such. And it's really interesting to see. They used it in The Lion King when Mufasa dies, and Simba's just looking at his body on the ground. Why can't I do this right now? Yeah, Stephen Sondheim takes the Dies Irae, and every time a character either has something to do with death or like something is leading towards someone's eventual or immediate death, like that's when it is used. It's used in the opening number to tell you, hey, Sweeney's a murderer. You're gonna hear a story about a murderer now. It's used in his song about his razors, but they flip it upside down. So you can tell, like, oh, the razors won't die, I guess, but they will be used in some manner pertaining to death, you know? Like, that's super sick. They use it in, the song with his daughter, and the song with, Mrs. Lovett, like, his partner in crime. Like, it's astounding. It's very wonderful, and I really do enjoy it. Where did you get out of here? Oh, there's another one. Alright, and then on top of the Dies Irae, he has a lot of like motif stuff going on, especially like with instruments. He reuses a lot of instruments to like signify a character, like, or like a little tune played on a specific instrument. Like his wife is this little tune on the violin. It's like, and in the song where Mrs. Lovett is telling him about what happened to his wife, part of that song is like she enters the ball, and it's that tune. It comes up again later in what's the song called? It comes back later in Alms Alms when she's doing her little crazy bit, and is just used to show like, hey, this is Lucy. She is still here. You don't have to worry about her having died, because she didn't die. She's right here. Like, before we even learn about Joanna, we hear the song Joanna, and no, not Joanna, not in the song Joanna, in Greenfinch and Linnetberg, Joanna's song. She has these little flutes, and when Mrs. Lovett is talking about Sweeney's wife and child, the flutes are used. They're used to tell you, hey, this is Joanna, this is the daughter. So then boom, you have two characters that we know already before we're even like revealed that these are the characters. And that's genius. That's genius. I love it. It was a great idea and incredibly well executed. These purple coins. Yeah. What else? Also, the music is just very, very good to me. I enjoy it a lot. Like Pretty Women. That is a song that, like, if I'm doing something and I'm just absent-minded, I'll either start humming it, full out singing it even. Like, it's real nice. And thematically, the deception of it. That's another thing he uses motif for. He uses it to deceive people. Like, make no mistake, this guy he's acting like your buddy right now, but he's really just planning on killing you later. Like, the judge is trying to woo Joanna for whatever reason, which is the grossest, creepiest thing ever, and like every actor I've seen for the judge plays him so well. Like, I'm letting this one run a little long. I have to finish this. I have to finish this talk about Sweeney Todd. But yeah, like... Oh, I shouldn't have killed the Goombas. Where was I? The judge. Yeah, he sings this little song like, hey, I gotta get fresh. It seems Joanna's not attracted to me, this creepy old man that I am, for some reason. Like, weird, right? And his boy's like, hey, go see the barber. And then when he gets to the barber, when he gets to Sweeney Todd, Sweeney's singing his song like he's just along with him, like he's like completely on his page. And then to himself he sings My Friends Again, which is his song about his razors. Like, you know, he's gonna kill him. That's what's gonna happen. And there's nothing really we can do about it, you know? I think it's genius. I think it was completely well executed, and I love it. Alright, and with that, I'll end it. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye!